Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Rachel here, back with another video. One of 5 for me today. 5. Recording these because I've been super lazy. Anyway, we are looking at Grave of Venom, Stage 9 today. So, up until this point, especially earlier in the season, I was cheesing Grave of Venom with my level 70s, level 90s. And what I mean by cheesing is I was using Zephyr and Ogok to allow my team to survive long enough to get through the content. However, we now have access to 5 stars where I am. We are on, I don't know what day we're on actually, but we've just hit level 35 with 66 days to go, so I believe we are, what, maybe 24 days into the season? Something like that. A little over 3 weeks. And we have an improved Psyche core as well. So, as you can see, I sort of stuck with Fire and Radiant. We unlocked 5 Team Affinity. And then since then I've been focusing on my Ice and Poison to improve my Vortex score, because I am very much behind there. I will be doing Fire and Radiant afterwards. And going from there. So, let's take a look at Stage 9, Venom. Arguably the most important dungeon and one of the hardest. Okay. But you'll see, though, even though I have been pushing Ice and Poison, my team is actually Fire and Radiant. I have Fire and Radiant actually for all of my dungeons at the moment. So, but as I say, I can clear them without having needing the additional boost so far. So let's take a quick look at the gear. So we have Ardreth. She is my tank. She is wearing the Craven's eye patch, which reduces the damage she takes when it exceeds more of her HP. And we're just in the 3-piece Tundra set, which reduces the damage she takes when she is not critted. Then we have Mr. Victor. Now, not the most ideal in slot, and I can actually change the gear, I just haven't got around to doing it yet. But he is mainly here to put my debuffs up. So his ultimate says he converts 2 of their buffs into random debuffs. Now, even though the Harpy is not really putting up buffs, if the enemy had less than 2 debuffs, there's a 100% chance of inflicting 2 random. So, not bothered which 2, just as long as he puts 2 up. In an ideal world, it would be attack penalty. Moving on, Scylla. Actually, is this my Venom team? Yes, it is. Yep. Then we have a Scylla. Now, she is here for heals mainly. Again, just some thrown together gear, although I can update that rune, actually. We did get lucky and pull an enlightenment rune. So, anyway, yes, so she is in the Solar King's Horn, so when she heals, she's going to boost my team's damage. She is just in an enlightenment chest for more heals, defense glove with some HP rolls for some sustain from herself, essentially, so she can survive. Moving along, we have the most OP hero in Season 3, Cinerel. He is in the Staff for some additional skill haste, and for shields when we overheal. And then I've just pumped some attack into him with a little bit of survivability thrown in here and there. And then lastly, we have my lone damage dealer, Thelendor. Now Thelendor has the flute on him. 3-piece aerial set, so he gets increased attack for every crit damage he has. And just what was my best attack percent chest piece at the time. Now again, I think we can change this. It gives us more attack and crit damage. So it gives us more crit rate and crit damage, but we are crit capped already. So do I need it is the question. I think I will take it, because more crit damage. But does this mean we can change the gloves? No, we don't want that. What about up here? Got some nice rolls there. We don't want more crit, right? Okay, and then the helmet. Do we have anything with a little bit more to give on the crit damage side? Doesn't look like we do, so we're just gonna stay just over crit capped for now, unless, to be fair, there is a chest which we can swap out. We lose 6% there, and we don't gain any attack, but we do gain, so I think we'll swap this here. 99, there we are. There's just some live. We'll save over the top there. So aura wise then, we have our defense percentage aura, because I do still need that, and we are not using any food. As you can see, no food here. So we're gonna press play and we're gonna see what happens. So it's been a while since I ran this, but I do believe I was able to complete it just fine last time. Essentially, what we're just waiting on is to get to RGS passive off. So once we get the defense percentage to everyone, we're absolutely fine. Victor obviously did his ultimate just before the boss did hers, so we can make sure we've got 2 debuffs up, and we're just hoping that we also get the defense percentage at the same time. But he is not on an 18-second rotation, so it's not perfect, but it is generally enough with his battle skill as well that we have 2 up the majority of the time, so our backline isn't getting sniped. Okay, now as you can see, all 4 elementals have gone now, a little over a minute off, and we're just focusing on Bad Boy Harpy. Now I say I was not able to do this before we got 5-star. It's only really 5-star, which allowed me to sort of move away from your sort of standard cheese comp, as we'll call it. But once we did that, it was very easy. Now you can obviously do this on a more budget-friendly option. Vorish and Sigrid are kings and queens here. I have not done it myself since the test server, but also Lightning and Necrosis can do this just fine, so it doesn't really matter which avenue you have gone down this season. In Season 3, it's easy enough to do, and so there we go. That was the end of my run. 1 minute 43, not the fastest. We did get a hammer. Not sure how I feel about that one now. That one seems like a sell to me, but it's kind of defensive belt, so we'll keep it just as a one-off piece. We got some flat defense gloves. Get rid of those. We'll keep that maybe for some to rune it up, and we'll also keep that for the time being. So there you are, guys. Short and sweet from me on this one. That was my Grave of Venom 9. As mentioned, if you don't have all the legendary heroes, like this account's been running since CBT Season 0, so I do have a few heroes, even though I did not really participate in Season 1. So I do have a lot of choice. However, don't panic. It is clearable, even if it means just waiting to that stage 5. For me, last season I used Furbath to clear it, and Urion before that. So Furbath stage 5, Urion stage 4, where I was relying on his cheat death mechanic, something Theodomir has with Fenia, so you can sort of manipulate those kind of tactics as well. But yeah, 4 support, 1 damage dealer, 1 dead harpy. Now it's not the most efficient time to be doing this though. 30 days is when you get your double gear drops, so do save your breads for then. I've been saving the majority of my purples for when that drops, so I can go ham on when the 30 days come. Well, say look after yourselves, take it easy, work harder, but remember to always play harder. And I'll see you soon. Cheers.